All right, you guys, it is Wednesday. I'm back at it. I am getting it in early today because I'm going live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on my Facebook to talk about my upcoming book that's going to be released early spring. I talked to my publisher recently and they're really excited about it, so I had to make a decision to make sure that I take care of me. My accountability word this year or phrase is intentional relationships. And yesterday I talked about, taking care of you. The most important relationship is the one with yourself. And so I promise y'all, listen, every possible obstacle you can think of popped up when I decided to go walking. Because I was sitting in my office after cleaning. I was like, should I go? What should I do? Need to make sure I get something in. I didn't get much in last week because I wasn't feeling well. And I was just like, can't make up for it. All kinds of possible thoughts. Everything you could think of popped into my head to convince me not to go for this walk. It's overcast outside. I got an umbrella. Forecast says clear skies until late tonight. Now, I live in Florida, South Florida, and you can't always go by that because Sunday forecast on my phone talking about clear skies for the day, bright and sunny, no rain, 7% chance of rain. I'm driving to church and it's raining, like the whole time it's raining. You can't go by that. So I'm looking at a few clouds out here and I'm like, I got an umbrella. Got a real nice size umbrella. It's on my back right now. Then it was, this, that, the thing. Like every possible thought could come through my mind to convince me I don't need to walk. So finally I just made the decision. I'm going to walk. So I'm about to walk up here, get my 5 on it, because I'm going to have lunch. So I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can get my exercise in, I can get my lunch in, and feel good about myself. Not just because I'm be energized from the walk and the lunch, but because I made the right decision to care for me. Listen here, when you make a decision to care for you, every possible obstacle is going to try to stop you from moving in that direction. Yesterday when I went walking, I'm a good mile into the walk. And I promise you, out of nowhere, my toe started hurting. Like, oh my God, I think I've cracked my toe type hurting. And I'm like, I'm a mile down. I'm at least a mile in. What we're not doing is turning around. We may as well just go ahead and finish this out. I kept walking. And once I made that decision, the pain went away. There's things that come in your mind to trick you, to get you to turn around. But listen, you can't do that. You got to push through it. I'm this close to achieving my goal. Like, I got an image in my head of what my body looks like. And when I tell y'all I'm this close, I'm like this close. You think I'm about to stop now? I can't. Can't stop, won't stop. Why? Because not only is that image in my head, I see myself this close. So when you see yourself that close, you got to make decisions that's going to help you keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing towards that. Sometimes when you kind of fall off the bandwagon, you know what I'm saying, you get too far gone, you get discouraged and you don't want to keep going, you don't want to start back over again, all that stuff. And sometimes when you fall off, you really fall off. Then you get so far away from your goal, it's like, oh my God, what happened? I was making such great progress and now, geez, I look a hot mess. See, and I know this, which is why I said, oh no, sis, you this close. You can't be resting. Last week you were sick. That's different. This week, you can't make up for last week. Ain't no making up. Ain't no making it up. You just get back on the horse and keep going. You just get up and keep going. So My encouragement to you is you got to push past all that stuff. You can have an image in your head all you want, but if you don't do anything to get towards that image ain't gonna matter, because it ain't gonna manifest. I see myself, like I saw myself in the mirror just now, and I was just like, I looked at my arms for the first time in forever, because that's the one part of me I hate. One part. And I was just like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's coming through. But it's consistency. I can't let every excuse, every whim, every anything stop me from pushing. So when you make you a priority, you make certain goals a priority, everything works together to help you. I had a meeting this morning for 10:30. I get up, I'm preparing, and I get an email to say we need to reschedule because most of the people can't make it. So now I don't have an excuse for not getting it in. Normally I walk in the afternoon, but that's not really going to be conducive for me to walk later. Then I got to rush, come home, try to cook dinner, eat, take a shower, look presentable to go live at 7 when I've got my morning freed up from a cancellation. That just saved me drive time, because I had to go literally across town. Time in the meeting, drive time back. That's half the day gone. By the time I would have come back, it would have been time for me to walk. So when you make you a priority, you make your goals a priority, you start putting that energy out there, you start putting that effort out there, I'm telling you, everything conspires to work for you. It works out. It works in your favor. But you got to put that energy out there. You got to put the work in. You got to be consistent. I'm consistent with this exercise thing. I'm consistent with it. Why? Because consistent work breeds consistent results. So you should have just ran the red light, because you was already halfway in the road. So that's my encouragement to you guys today, is when you make you a priority, everything works in your favor. Everything literally conspires to work for you. But you got to work for you. If you work against you, then everything around you gonna work against you, because that's what you're planting. If you plant a seed that says, I'm gonna put me on the back burner and everything else first, that's what's gonna follow. If you plant that seed and say, no, chief, this person right here is priority, and we're gonna do this first, we're gonna put this person first, that's when you start seeing results. Things start changing. The way people treat you and act and respond to you change. Why? Because it's falling in line with the seeds you're planting in yourself. So here I am, midday, getting my walk in, and I feel good about it. Feel good about it. I'm gonna get this good walk in. It's a beautiful breeze. See, everything conspiring, working for me. Getting a great walk in. It's a great breeze. It's a great breeze yesterday. It's a great breeze today. Get this walk in. I'm gonna walk, sit down and eat lunch, not get it to go and try to rush home and do it. No, I'm gonna sit down, take my time, I'm gonna eat, let food digest, and then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk that food off to further aid digestion, killing so many birds with one stone. But just think, what if I had allowed my mind to talk me out of it, to convince me I don't have time, or that's all right, you got the rest of the week, you got to give your body a rest. I rested all last week. You're not supposed to work out so many days in a row. Okay, it ain't been but 2 days. Come on. We got to get it in. Don't allow your mind to play tricks on you. Don't allow your mind to convince you to move in the wrong direction. You got goals. Goals don't work unless you do. Period. That's just how it is. You know, farmers don't reap no harvest if they don't plant a seed. What good is seed if it's not in the ground? I'm seed, and what I'm doing is planting a seed that says I am a priority, and I'm making me a priority, and that's it. That's it. So that's my encouragement to you, is be intentional about loving yourself. Be intentional about putting you first. It's not selfish. Self-care matters. You got to take care of yourself. D-Hawk talks about self-leadership, and he says that, you know, to be honest, self-leadership should, you know, really govern you 90%. Meaning you should be leading yourself 90% of the time. Put you first. Because you can't draw from an empty well. How can you pour out to other people and lead other people and you can't lead yourself? And leading yourself is, I've got to feed and fuel myself with everything possible that I need to keep going, to push through, to persevere, to be better, to be the best I can be. All of these different things. So lead yourself. Take care of you. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize your life. Prioritize things that matter to you. Your goals matter. You matter. Every single day of your life matters. Make it count. Like, seriously, make it count. I am loving like a people. Love and light.